Welcome back to the digital marketing class for business owners. If you have not already watched Class 1, the bonus lesson, and Class 2, be sure to watch those classes, as they lay a strong foundation for today's class. In the last class, we implemented Google Ads. These ads have been running for a week now and are ready to be assessed and optimized. In today's course, we will assess and optimize the current ads that we have running. We will not make major changes because these ads have only been running for a week. It takes time for the Google algorithm to understand the ads and the audience. I will review insightful tools that will help you optimize your ads, and at the end, you will get to try this for yourself. That will be the learning or takeaway activity for today's lesson. Go ahead and open Google Ads. Open the account that you initially set up in lesson number 1. These ads should have been launched and should have been running for about a week now. You'll notice when I open my ads that there is a flat line and then a spike. This is because the date range needs to be set appropriately. The date range stays at the last date range you had it at when you were in the account. Time has passed now. The first thing you want to do when you get into your Google Ad account is ensure that you are looking at the proper date time frame. To adjust the date time frame, select the date bar in the top next to Custom. Select the drop-down options and select the dates you would like to see. You'll notice on the Overview tab that it brings up more data. This is your Overview tab. This shows you general overview of the campaigns that you have been running. You can see that the metrics include clicks, impressions, average cost per click, and cost. This cost indicates the cost at which it took to run your ads. You'll see on the side recommendations at 60.9%. This is your optimization score. Optimization scores are scores that Google addresses and gives to your campaigns. This is based on the tools that Google knows that you can utilize within Google Ads. As you can see, 60.9% is low. We will address this as we move forward to optimize our ads. But first, we're going to look at individual campaigns. To do so, select Campaigns on the left side of the toolbar. This will bring up your campaigns. I have filtered my campaigns by Enabled Campaigns. There was one campaign that I removed previously because it was a campaign that Google required that I make when I set up my Google Ad account. So right off the bat, you can see your different campaigns. You can see your budgets and your status. If this budget is outside of your monthly allowable limit, so for example, your daily budget total times 30.4, be sure to reduce this amount. If your budget says out of budget, Google will have a red notice next to it. If you have additional ad budget, be sure to expand those budgets. Next, you'll see the status. If any of these statuses are ineligible, look into why and ensure that your ads are running. The next column is optimization score. This optimization score indicates how optimized Google thinks your ads are. Google will deliver several suggestions to make your ads better. These suggestions are generally good, but sometimes they do not help your campaigns. We will do more of that later. Next, look at the campaign type. Ensure that that is correct. The impressions. Remember, the impression count is the number of times that your ad was shown. Clicks is the number of times that people clicked on your ad. Click-through rate is the ratio of times that your ad was shown versus the number of times people clicked on your ad. This is a good indicator as to whether or not your ads are enticing. You'll notice that my click-through rate is 1.19% on D6 Gravity Dice, 31% on Gravity Dice Branded, and 2.5% on gaming accessories. This is great news. This means that people are clicking. Now, I try to get a click-through rate above 3%. These ads have only been running for a week. I'm not too concerned now, but I will be looking for ways to improve my ads. The Google optimization score will help with that. Next is the conversion rate. This is the percentage of people that click on the ads and accomplish my goal. My conversion goal is that people buy dice. As you can see, 8 people bought dice over the course of this last week for my ads. Were those dice purchases worth it? Let's see. The cost of my ads was the total of $105.75. You see that in the cost column. Then there's the cost per conversion. This is the number of conversions divided by the cost. The really helpful part is the conversion value. The conversion value column will show you the value of your conversions, the value of the orders that were placed. This is extremely valuable because I'm able to look at the total and say, I spent $100 in marketing and I received $206.13 in sales. Perfect. We want to receive a 50% return on our ad spend. We have done that, and this is wonderful because we are seeing that our ads are delivering sales. We are accomplishing our goal. As we continue to optimize our ads, we will get more sales for less money. This will increase our return on ad spend, or ROAS. You want to be concerned when your budget is out of your monthly budget limit. You want to make changes when you notice that you are not making money for the amount of money that you are spending on your ads. There are many ways to do this. Let's start with the Google Ad Optimization Score. I'm going to start by clicking on the 64% in the Ad Optimization Score. Now, if you do not see that column, remember that you can click on Columns, Modify Columns, and select what boxes you would like. Hit Apply, and go from there. I'm going to hit my 64%, and Google is going to pull up suggestions for this account. Do not be alarmed by these low scores. This is normal, especially when you launch a campaign. You can implement or pass on specific recommendations. Google says that if you bid more efficiently with maximized conversions. So I'm going to pass on this for now. Google's conversion algorithms work best when there are 30 conversions in 30 days. We have only had 4 in the last week per campaign. Therefore, I'm going to click on the 3 dot and say Dismiss All. I'm going to say, I will do it later. Dismiss all. Next, Google wants me to add site links to my ad. We talked briefly about site links last time, but they improve the real estate that your ad can have when it shows. To do this, you can say View Recommendation. Google is showing you what site links look like. View Gallery, News Center, Shop Collections, and Contact Us. You know what? We don't have a great Contact Us option, so we're going to remove that. We're going to remove News Center. We're going to remove View Gallery as well because that's not a good page for people to land on. We like the About Us and Shop Collections. When people learn about Gravity Dice, they want to know why the dice are different. And so the About Us site link will help people see the ad, understand that they can click there for a direct answer as to why they should choose Gravity Dice. Google suggests other options. You can select those or make your own. I'm satisfied with these options, so I'm going to hit Apply. You'll notice that my optimization score drastically improved. Let's keep going. On all the other recommendations, select View Recommendation, read through the information, and decide if that is a good thing to add to your ads. Remember, you do not need to add anything, and you are not charged extra for these specific site link extensions. Now, if you prove an automatic bid adjustment, you will be billed for that later, so be aware of that. Callout text enables you to add more text at the end of your ads. This is an excellent way to include text that draw people in, and it's an excellent way to go beyond that word limit that you're set to in ads. Here, I'm going to say luxury dice, airplane aluminum, and perfectly balanced. Then I will hit Apply. It feels like a video game when your optimization score continues to improve. Continue to go through these recommendations and complete them as you want. The Google Optimization Score section will also recommend changes in keywords. They will recommend new keywords. Note that this is an algorithm recommending these keywords. If they do not perfectly align with your product and your offerings, do not add these keywords to your campaigns. For example, Google recommends that Gravity Dice includes personalized dice, Chessex dice, and so on. Gravity Dice does not offer personalized dice or Chessex dice. Chessex is a competitor. You can build campaigns targeting Chessex dice later and Chessex keywords, but this is not what we are focusing on now. So we will eliminate those keywords from the suggestions and our campaigns. In the optimization score section, Google may recommend price extension ads. These are interesting little ads that show up in the search results, but they highlight a product. If you would like to utilize this feature, run a little test. Fill in the information for your product below. Now, if your product is a service, this would not be an ideal option for you. Do what is best for your business. Once you've gone through the optimization scores, your campaigns are going to be looking very good. If you have not already optimized your campaigns yet, this is your homework for this lesson. Be sure to get it done. The next part of this lesson is to ensure that the data that you are seeing in Google Ads is accurate with your online e-commerce or back-end platform. According to this data, we should have 8 orders from Google. I'm going to verify that on my Shopify end and ensure that my websites are talking to each other and that what Google says is coming through is really coming through. Be sure to do that on the back end of your website as well. If there are issues, every site is different. Simply Google the problem and Google should have many tutorials to help you with your specific communication problem between Google Ads and the back end of your site. If you have continuous problems, consider talking to a developer and they can probably help you. The next thing that I want to do as I'm reviewing my ads and optimizing them is to check the audience size. If my audience size is over 1,000, I want to start delivering retargeting ads. Retargeting ads target those people that visited my site but did not make a purchase. It reminds them that Gravity Dice is still there. Website visitors that do not initially convert are 70% more likely to convert if they receive a retargeting ad. The best kind of retargeting ads in my experience for e-commerce are display ads. We will be making display ads in the next. lesson. Hopefully, our audience size will be big enough by then. If not, that's all right. We will still create display ads in order to build our audience. To view your audience sizes, simply select Tools and Settings. Go to Audience Manager, and Google will pull up your audiences. As you can see, mine are too small to serve. We've got a ways to go. Next, we're going to review our ads. We're going to go campaign by campaign to understand which ads are working well and which ones are not. We want to understand why they are working well. Review your ads in each campaign and see if you can tell the difference. If you can see that one ad is performing better than another, and you can see the difference as to why, start making those changes in your other ads. Or turn off your low performing ads and leave the ad that is doing well running. To review your Google Ads, select a campaign. This will open up your ad groups. In the left-hand light gray toolbar, select Ads and Extensions. It will open up the ads. Then review the columns and optimize your ads as needed. Remember, a click-through rate above 3 is good. You'll notice that often the responsive search ads do the best. This is normal. Because we have only been running these ads for a week, I do not want to turn off ads unless they are performing exceptionally poorly. For example, like this expanded text ad that only has a click-through rate of 0.22%. This ad isn't doing very well, and it does not have any conversions. I will turn this ad off. to allow traffic to go to better performing ads. The rest of these ads look good. I'm going to continue looking at the ads from my other campaigns. You'll notice that some ads may have zeros across. As long as there's an impression count, that means the ad is showing. Because this ad has 100 impressions and no clicks, I am going to turn it off. I will give this Dice Chambers ad another week to run. As you can see, the Gravity Dice ads are performing exceptionally well. This is normal. This is because these ads only show when people search the target keywords of Gravity Dice. These people are far down the funnel because they are familiar with Gravity Dice's name. They want to buy Gravity Dice. So when these people search Gravity Dice versus people from another campaign such as searching for D6 dice, these people know that they want Gravity Dice. They are more likely to convert than someone aimlessly searching for a general term of D6 dice. Your branded campaigns with your brand name in it will always perform better, significantly better, than your general awareness campaigns. There you have it. These Gravity Dice ads are looking really good and are ready for another strong week of performance. If you haven't already, dive into your account and make these account ad optimizations. I look forward to seeing you for the next lesson where we talk about Google Display Ads. Until then, enjoy becoming an expert in Google Ads.